Hello everyone, in the previous video we discussed the state hook, and in this video we are going to discuss the effect hook. So as you can see, the effect hook, it lets you perform side effects in functional component. So what do I mean by side effects? It means whenever React re-render or it updates the component again, then you can perform some side effects after the updation of your component. Okay, cool. So in this example, as you can see what they're doing, they have created this example component which is rendering this division in which they are showing this paragraph with the state count, and when this button is clicked they are just updating the count state. Okay, cool. So as you know, whenever state changes it automatically re-render the component again. So they are introducing this side effect. That means whenever component updates again, this function will run, and they're just changing the title with the updated state. Okay, cool. So let's do the same example to know how to use side effect in functional component. So let's do the same example. Open your code editor, and in the previous video we discussed this state hook example where we were using this use state hook to create and update the state. In the same example I'm going to discuss the use effect example. So first of all, let's import the use effect from React library. So just write comma and then use effect. Now what we want to do is, as you can see right now, we have this user interface where we are showing the state variable in the paragraph, and when this button is clicked we are simply changing this state by 1. Okay, cool. So let's introduce a side effect. So write use effect, and this will contain a function, arrow function, and inside this function what we want to do is we want to change document title to be write these inverted commas. These are not actually inverted commas, these are slightly tilted. So why we are using it? Because we want to access the state variable inside of a string. So whenever you want to access the JavaScript variable inside the string, you generally write these tilted inverted commas. You can't use these inverted commas because you won't be able to access the variable name. Okay, cool. So you can write you clicked, and then you can access the variable by writing this $sign and then curly braces, and you can write the name of your variable state, which is counter. Okay, cool. So as you can see inside this function what we are doing is we are just updating the title of our web page to this string, like how many times you have clicked on a button. Okay, cool. So you understood what is the benefit of this use effect. It will let you perform side effects. Side effects you can understand in a way like whenever React updates or whenever React re-render the component again and again, then let's say you want to perform some function, so that is a side effect. Okay, so when we are updating the state in React, what happens whenever state changes, it will automatically re-render the component on a web page. So this side effect will be performed automatically. So use effect, so whatever you have written inside the use effect, it will automatically run after every update on your component or after whenever component is re-rendered again. Okay, cool. So let's see whether it is working or not. So as you can see, our title is you clicked 0 times, and when you will do this, so as you can see our title is getting updated after some milliseconds, if you notice. So yeah, these are side effects. And there's one more thing that you that I'm going to discuss here. Like there's one more parameter in this, write comma, and then you can introduce an array. So this is a dependency list. You can write some variable names inside it separated with comma. So whatever you will write inside it, use effect will depend on that. Okay, what do I mean by that? So let's write inside it for example, let's say counter. So it means whenever counter state changes, it will only run this function then only. I mean that whenever this will change, then only this function will run, otherwise this will not run. Okay, so let's say you have so many states inside this component. Okay, let's say you have some another state. Okay, let's say it's name. Okay, and you have the initial value, let's say you can give it, let's say my name. Okay, cool. Now let's say I'm updating this name state here. Let's say I've created one button, and on clicking of that, what I'm doing is I'm updating my name to be, let's say I'm changing this, I'm changing the name state. Okay, cool. So what will happen, as you know, whenever state changes, React will automatically re-render the component again. So I don't want to run this use effect when my name state changes. So that's why you can introduce here dependency list, where you will mention only those states on which you want to run this side effect. Okay, so yeah, that is cool, isn't it? So yeah, in this video you now understood like how to use useEffect to introduce side effect functions in your functional component. So yeah, see you in the next video. Cool.